Mr Deputy President, last week during the adjournment debate I spoke about the long list of failures at the Central Coast Council over the last 3 years that led to the revelation that the council's deficit had blown out from $41 million to $89 million, and that restricted funds had been used illegally and that the council was facing immediate liquidity issues. Last night the council reached a new low, but it is the logical endpoint of having a Labor and Greenie bloc dominate the council's management. They have finally run out of money. In possibly the worst example of bastardry ever seen in local government in this state, the council passed a motion that said unless they gain permission to again use restricted funds, council's 2,157 staff may not be paid today. Central Coast Council, led by Labor Mayor Lisa Matthews, used council workers as pawns in their last-ditched attempt to dig themselves out of a mess of their own creation. I have to say that I agree with the United Services Union General Secretary Graham Kelly, who said today it is something you might see in an impoverished developing nation. The Central Coast deserves so much better than this. For the last 3 years, the Liberal councillors and sensible independents have tried repeatedly to get more financial information, to improve budget processes, to implement accountability and cut wasteful spending. The reply from Labor councillors was to brandish any suggested savings measures as austerity and label them all as neoliberals simply for asking about the finances or how much spending is needed to cover the Labor-Greenie thought bubble motions that come up. Nobody likes politics on local council, but this is textbook Labor and Greenies. They've run it into the ground. They've racked up a deficit and they've cried poor. There's no money left. That's the position today, and they're asking for the Liberals to come in and fix the financial mess. With this week's wages of 2,157 workers in question, the New South Wales Government has stepped in and advanced $6.2 million of federal financial assistance grant payments to the council to meet today's payroll expenses and overdue payments to suppliers, protecting the 2,157 people whose income this week is at risk. The Minister has also issued Central Coast Council with a notice of intention to suspend the Labor Mayor and all councillors and appoint an interim administrator. Finally, our growing region must be able to get on with the job of meeting the basic needs of our residents and fixing this mess that the Labor-Greenie independent bloc of 8 councillors has managed to create in just 3 years. I ask the Minister to put all Central Coast residents out of our misery. Please, Minister, let an administrator come in and fix this mess for all of our sakes.
Mr. Deputy.